Your blood vessels are long enough to wrap around the Earth 2.5 times. The Guinness Book of World Records is the most commonly stolen book in English libraries. Most people lose 50% of their taste buds by the age of 60. The easiest way to distinguish a vegetarian animal from a predator is by the location of their eyes. Predators have eyes on the front of their face to see their prey, while vegetarian animals have eyes on the sides of their head to see their enemies. The Matami tribe in West Africa plays football with human skulls. When you eat celery, your body burns more calories than it receives. Australia is wider than the moon. Venus is the only planet in the solar system that rotates clockwise around its axis. The surface of Mars has been better explored than the ocean floor. The flag of Alaska was designed by a 13-year-old boy. The strongest muscle in the human body, considering its size, is the tongue. It rains real diamonds on Jupiter. A deck of cards is never shuffled in the same order twice. Bats are the only mammals capable of sustained flight. Military honors are never given with the left hand in any country. Ostriches can run at speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour. Giraffes and humans have the same number of cervical vertebrae. The right lung of a human can hold more air than the left lung. The probability of becoming a president is higher for everyone than winning the lottery. Apples help you wake up better than coffee in the morning. Koalas sleep for about 18 hours a day. When you blush, your stomach blushes too. The US fleet has more aircraft carriers than all the fleets in the world combined. No new animal has been domesticated in the last 4,000 years. 99% of the microbes living inside humans are unknown to science. Crocodiles swallow stones to dive deeper. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches of Earth. The longest recorded flight of a chicken lasted 13 seconds. A honeybee must visit 2 million flowers to make 1 kilogram of honey. Every time you see a full moon, you are always seeing the same side of the moon. The 3 most widely spoken languages in the world are Chinese, Spanish, and English. There is 1 person in 2 million who has a chance to live up to 116 years old. Elephants and humans are the only mammals that can stand on their heads. The African Gray Parrot Dictionary contains over 200 words. The animal that can go the longest without drinking water is a rat. The Vatican is the only country where no births were registered in 1983. Half of the world's population has never seen snow. You burn more calories in your sleep than when you watch TV. The Bible is the most commonly stolen book in American stores. Only 10 to 15% of people are left-handed. The most frequently sung song in the world, Happy Birthday to You, is protected by copyright. More living organisms live on one human body than there are people on Earth. Every year, more people die from bee stings than from snake bites. If you removed all the empty space in the atoms of all humans, the entire human race could fit in a sugar cube. An elephant is the only animal with 4 knees. You cannot fold a piece of paper more than 7 times. 80% of the heat from the human body is lost through the head. The Monaco National Orchestra is larger than its army. A modern calculator is more powerful than the computers used to land humans on the moon in 1969. Ears are not only for hearing in humans and animals. The inner ear also contains organs responsible for body balance. In Antarctica, there is only one river, the Onyx, which flows for only 60 days a year. Switzerland consumes the most chocolate in the world, which amounts to 10 kilograms per person per year. The world population of ants weighs the same as the world population of humans. The tea bag was accidentally invented by an American in 1904. The atmosphere on Venus is so hot that you could cook a pizza in 7 seconds. Every year, more people are killed by donkeys than in airplane crashes. Ireland has never had any moles. An ostrich's eye is larger than its brain. The first Burger King was opened in Miami, Florida in 1954. Honey is the only food that does not spoil. Due to gravity, the maximum height of a tree is 130 meters. Earth completes a full rotation on its axis in 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. In Italy, Mickey Mouse is called Topolino. On average, it takes 7 minutes for a person to fall asleep. The speed of lava after an eruption is close to the speed of a greyhound. The average human brain is composed of about 78% water. Every year, Americans eat 18 hectares of pizza. Lemons contain more sugar than strawberries. Antarctica is the largest desert in the world. In France, it is illegal to sell dolls with non-human faces. The nose continues to grow throughout a person's life. A giraffe can clean its ears with its 21-inch tongue. Cats spend 66% of their lives sleeping. A mole can dig a tunnel up to 76 meters long in one night. All insects have 6 legs. There are no clocks in Las Vegas casinos. Approximately 1/3 of all salt produced in the U.S. is used to de-ice roads. 90% of New York City taxi drivers are immigrants. On average, humans have the same amount of hair as chimpanzees on their body. A cat falling from the 12th floor has a better chance of survival than a cat falling from the 7th. The most difficult phobia to treat is the fear of fear. When Europeans first saw giraffes, they called them camel leopards, thinking they were a hybrid of camels and leopards. 350 million years ago, the Earth's landscape landscape was mostly made up of 6-meter-tall mushrooms. The only continent without active volcanoes is Australia. The zoo in Tokyo is closed for 2 months every year so that the animals can rest from visitors. Penguins can jump up to 1.5 meters high. In East Africa, you can buy beer made from bananas. The human eye is so sensitive that if the earth were flat, we could see a candle at a distance of 32 kilometers in the dark. The line of all possible combinations of a Rubik's Cube can reach the sun over 17 million times. If Coca-Cola did not contain colorants, it would be green. Astronaut helmets have a special device for scratching their nose. Duck quacks do not echo, and no one knows why. The driest place on Earth is a region in Antarctica called the Dry Valleys. The average cloud weighs around 500 tons, which is equivalent to the weight of 80 elephants. The Grand Canyon can hold around 900 trillion soccer balls. The animal with the largest brain relative to its body is the ant. 0.5 to 1% of people have an extra rib. Cats and dogs have a common ancestor. Fish can see both infrared and ultraviolet light. You cannot crush a typical book with 500 pages, even if you put 15 coal-loaded train cars on top of it. Ducks can dive to a depth of up to 6 meters. It takes 4 hours to hard-boil an ostrich egg. The longest recorded flight of a chicken was 13 seconds. Birds need gravity to swallow their food. Saudi Arabia does not have any rivers. Australia was originally called New Holland. In Italy, there are more Barbie dolls than there are Canadians in Canada. During lightning strikes, the temperature can reach 30,000 degrees Celsius, 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit. August has the highest birth rate. The only domestic animal not mentioned in the Bible is the cat. If you make ice cubes from fresh water, they will be white and cloudy, but if you use boiled water, they will be clear. It would take 18,000 years to watch all the videos on YouTube. Insect repellents do not repel mosquitoes. They hide you from them. Chimpanzees are the only animals that can recognize themselves in a mirror. At one point in modern history, Apple had more money in its accounts than the US government. The likelihood of lightning striking a man is 6 times higher than striking a woman. On average, 100 people die each year from choking on ballpoint pens. Around 70% of all living organisms on Earth are bacteria. The weight of the internet is equivalent to 1 strawberry. 50% of human DNA is similar to a banana. Croissants were invented in Austria. A 4-year-old child asks an average of 400 questions per day. 1 strand of hair can support a weight of 3 kilograms. The largest pearl in the world weighs 6 kilograms. Up to 500 kilograms of Martian meteorites fall to Earth each year.